The top stories for the hour. Logo Hike Resort opens as major tourism landmark in Ethiopia, Wallo Highlands. And UNIDO hails Ethiopia's energy drive as a game changer for Africa. Hello and welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. With today's update. Do stay with us. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed on Saturday inaugurated the Logo Hike Resort, a major tourism and hospitality development located in South Wallo zone of Ethiopia's Amhara regional state, describing the project as both an economic catalyst and a platform for cultural exchange. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony, the Prime Minister said the project was designed to go beyond its physical presence, emphasizing that it is intended to describe to both local and national economic transformation. He stated that the resort will generate direct and indirect employment, stimulate value chain across agriculture, transport, hospitality and service sector, and create new market opportunities for local producers, artisans and entrepreneurs.
ብዙ መልኩ ተዝቆ የማያልቅ ታሪክ ተዝቆ የማያልቅ ትምህርት
This is a place rich with stories that never run dry and with lessons that never lose their relevance. When we look back through history and ask ourselves where this community acquired such values, where they absorbed them, and from whom they learned, we inevitably arrive at the monastery of Haile Stephanos as the keeper of this great secret. Had all the Ethiopian political leaders of the past 800 years truly understood the immense potential of this monastery, you all know how remarkably far Ethiopia could have risen by today.
Abiy noted that Logo Hike Resort is the second dine tourism project in the Amhara region following Gorgora, and said it strengthens tourism-led growth while anchoring sustainable livelihood for surrounding communities.
መጽሐፍት የሚያገላብጥ የሚያነብ
A person who turns pages, who reads, who strives for knowledge, and who carries an open and curious mind does not think outside the bounds of development and progress. All the latent foundations for prosperity and future growth that such a mindset requires can be found at Haile Stephanos. To make this history accessible, to allow people to visit and experience a monastery that embodies nearly 800 years of profound heritage and value, a resort of this kind ought to be developed.
ሎጅ ካልተሰራ በቀር ይህ ታሪክ በሁሉም ጫፍ የሚታወቅ
In a related news, Deputy Prime Minister Tamasgen Taruna said the 13-hectare resort developed under the Dine for Nation initiatives will generate jobs, create business opportunities and showcase the region's natural and cultural heritage. He described the resort as a symbol of unity, highlighting Wallo's history of peaceful coexistence between Muslim and Christian community. Tamasgen emphasized that the project reflects Ethiopia's strategy of combining infrastructure development with environmental sustainability, social inclusion and cultural promotion, turning the region's resource into shared prosperity. The state-of-the-art facility features premium amenities, including multiple restaurants, swimming pool, internal asphalt roads and a helicopter landing pad. Meanwhile, the Logo Hike Resort, inaugurated on Saturday by the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, is a landmark tourism development in the South Wallo zone of Ethiopia's Amhara regional state. Developed under the Prime Minister's Dine for Generations initiative, the resort offers visitors a fully equipped, immersive experience and the natural beauty of the Wallo Highlands. The following reportage lays out all the facts you need to know about the major tourism and hospitality development.
In the heart of Wollo, where the Ethiopian highlands meet the horizon, Lake Haik rests quietly. For generations, these shores have sustained life, stories and belief. Some places announce themselves, others speak in stillness. This is Logo Haik Resort, spanning 13.3 hectares along the shores of Lake Haik, shaped by nature, guided by intention, and born from Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's Dine for Generations prime ministerial initiative to create places that endure, not just impress. Here, arrival is unhurried. The lake sets the rhythm. Open skies, long views, and the quiet confidence of space become the first luxury. The resort reveals itself gradually. The resort reveals itself gradually, architecture that frames the landscape rather than competes with it. Rooms open outward, not inward. Mornings begin with reflections, sunlight on the lake, coffee shared without agenda, the sense that time has softened. Days unfold gently. Walkways lead toward the shoreline. Pools mirror the sky. Gardens and green spaces invite pause, conversation, or solitude. Wellness here is not scheduled. It is felt, in the air, in the quiet, in the way the body exhales without being told to. Dining becomes part of the scenery. Flavors rooted in place, served with care. As day turns to evening, the lake becomes a backdrop for shared meals, unspoken thoughts, and long conversations that don't need to end. And when people gather here for reflection, collaboration, or celebration, the setting does the heavy lifting. Spaces for meetings and events are present, capable and calm. Beyond what the eye sees, Logo Haik Resort carries a deeper purpose. It works with its environment, respecting water, land, and life. It creates opportunity through partnership with surrounding communities. It is built to last, not to rush. Here, the destination is not the resort alone. It is the lake. The light, the stillness. The resort simply opens the door. This is Dine for Generations as an experience.
Ethiopia's ambitious push towards energy development is being hailed as a game changer for both the country and the African continent. The United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO representative and sub-regional office director Stephen Kargop says Ethiopia has made significant strides in strengthening regional integration, particularly in the energy sector. Jerusalem Bezaha reports from the Ethiopian News Agency.
Ethiopia's expanding energy development drive is being described as a major breakthrough for the country and the African continent. According to UNIDO representative and sub-regional office director Stephen Kargbo, the country's energy potential plays a pivotal role not only in advancing industrialization and social development, but also in strengthening regional integration and addressing Africa's broader energy challenges. He added that Ethiopia's progress in expanding access to affordable energy represents a significant milestone for both the nation and the sub-region.
By far, if we talk of population in the region, Ethiopia is number one. But in the whole of Africa, number two to Nigeria. So just from that point of view, Ethiopia is very strong. I can't even talk about the origins, the archaeological aspects of Ethiopia that it is well known for. But even for industrialization, and this is close to my heart because I believe that industrialization, social development, actually every form of development is hinged on the availability and affordability of energy. Therefore, Ethiopia's development, Ethiopia's progress towards providing affordable energy for its people and the region, it's a significant step forward, in my opinion, and it's not only going to relax the constraint of energy affordability for Ethiopia, but as I understand, will even be supplying the sub-region.
The UNIDO representative noted that one of Africa's most pressing challenges remains the shortage of energy needed to power industries, hospitals, schools, and digital infrastructure. Without reliable and affordable energy, he stressed Africa's efforts toward digitalization and sustainable development will remain constrained.
Areas I'm mentioning because they are new, and I think they are going to be a game changer, not only for Ethiopia, but I dare say for every African country. One of the biggest challenges that we face in Africa is the lack of energy to power industrialization, the lack of energy to power our clinics, our hospitals, the lack of energy to even power our schools, including internet, and I can go on, even talk of digitalization. If we don't have affordable and reliable energy, we can forget about it.
Drawing on his experience in China, Kargbo highlighted the scale of the gap, noting that China's installed energy capacity surpass that of the entire African continent combined, underscoring the distance Africa must cover to keep pace with global industrial development.
Ethiopia has unveiled a streamlined visa on arrival process at Bole International Airport designed to enhance national security while providing a seamless experience for international travelers. The reforms announced by the Immigration and Citizen Service ICS comes ahead of the 39th African Union Summit. Gose Demise, Deputy Director General of ICS, explained that the upgraded service now covers arrival and exit visa, specialized passenger assistance and dedicated support for international flight crew. Over the past 18 months, more than 240 professionals have been deployed to support the new system. The improvement aims to meet international security standards while boosting the global competitiveness of Ethiopian Airlines. Travelers have also praised the change. Take a look.
Wow, I got an amazing service and I feel very much welcome, like I'm already an Ethiopian now. This is my first time in Ethiopia and the service is just passengers. I can say that I can say everybody should come and tour in Ethiopia because the service that we get here is just business class. They are very professional. It was very quick, seamless, and I'm very, very happy with it.
So I'm so much grateful for Ethiopia government for initiating this ICS visa application system. This is my second time receiving visa on arrival. There is a massive change. This time it's very swift and there's more automation and it's moving fastly. Now I can see there's a lot of staff and there's a lot of, the queues that you can apply for the visa. Initially it was very few and the queue was so long. So even when I got off from the flight, I was rushing because I knew I'm coming to join the queue. But to my surprise and amazingly, the system has changed and is well improved. So I congratulate the government of Ethiopia for such an initiative. Thanks so much.
Actually, they were very, very kind and very fast in everything. So just asked me for my passport, giving them the passport, the invitation letter, and pay for the visa. It was 5 minutes, everything was ready. I am actually very impressed with the service because it was very fast. I was informed that the best thing would be to have the visa on arrival. So I didn't have a visa before, so I just arrived here, and in less than 10 minutes I already had the visa. So very fast, very impressive.
That's all we had for today's update, but before I go, let's have a recap of the top stories once again. Logo Hike Resort opens as a major tourism landmark in Ethiopia's Wello Highland. And UNIDO hails Ethiopia's energy drive as a game changer for Africa. Thank you for tuning in to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. It was me, Live. See you in today's update. Goodbye.